Welcome to Carrington, where manager Erik meets the media ahead of the visit of Barnsley to Old Trafford in the Carabao Cup. Let's hear what the boss has to say.
First of all, you've talked a lot about winning trophies. This was one of the trophies that you have won. How seriously do you take this game?
It's about winning trophies, but I don't talk only about this. You guys are always talking about you have to win and to win leagues, and so we are in 5 leagues, and we want to win them. So no doubt, we are aiming for a trophy. So this is one opportunity. So we take it seriously.
In terms of your team, first of all, is there any chance of Luke Shaw coming back? And if not, is there any update on him? And also, Bugatti clearly came on. Is he likely to start?
First, Luke Shaw. He's progressing, but not yet ready for be selected. And Ugarte, you will see tomorrow what the selection will be for this game.
So can you just clarify, when is Luke potentially going to play?
He's progressing well. And of course, we have a plan in our head when he can be ready. But you're always dependent on how the progress will go. And you can't think, you can't make a suggestion, and because there are so many factors why a RIA plan can accelerate or can slow down.
In terms of selection, how big a dilemma have you got? Because you picked up a win at the weekend to start building a little bit of momentum. You've got Palace coming up next weekend. How important is it to get the team selection right tomorrow? Because you want to keep that momentum going, don't you?
Absolutely, very important. And I think I hope I have headaches, and because last year I had also headaches, but there were no players available. So I hope I have many players available, and then we can make a selection from game to game. Definitely, we have to rotate because we have to cover so many games, and so it's not only about a start 11.
So a nice headache.
That's a nice headache.
In terms of the competitions, you've obviously won this trophy in your first season. Then you won the FA Cup. Do you accept now that maybe the bar's risen a little bit, the owners need you to push on and win something more significant?
No, I would say it's significant. FA Cup, Carabao Cup, it's significant. I see all the attention from all the teams, from all the owners, from all the managers, when they win a trophy like Liverpool last year did with winning the Carabao Cup. And I saw that final, and not only going up to that final, I saw all the teams battling for it. We want the same. So it's very important. And in football, to win trophies, and in English football, it's very important. You have 5 leagues, you have 5 opportunities, and our aim is always to win all the games. So win all the trophies if possible.
Erik, you talk about the importance of the squad players getting minutes. This is a huge opportunity for Anthony, who just before the season started said that he wanted to prove to everybody how good of a player he is. Is this the best opportunity for him to prove to everybody?
Tomorrow you will see what the lineup will be, and we have everyday training, and the players have to earn the right to play. When players doing the right things in training, when the attitude is good, when they show performance in training, then they will earn the right to play.
Erik, in terms of the players that came off at the weekend, the defenders, Martinez, Mazraoui, I think De Ligt was just a cramp, but how are those players going into this game?
they are all available. They are good.
Okay. And also on the injury front, in terms of Rasmus, Victor Lindelof, Mason Mount, I think it looked like perhaps they wouldn't be ready this week, but might have a chance next week after the Palace game. Is that about right?
So they are not ready for tomorrow.
Okay. So a possibility for the weekend.
We will see how the progress will continue.
And that's just about it. But don't
his attitude been in training? Start for Anthony. It's been a difficult start for Anthony playing for minutes or something. How has his attitude been in training?
He is fighting for his position, and that should what we expect from every player who is in the squad of Manchester United. What they should do.
It's sort of tougher for him in a way because he's the second biggest signing in the club's history, and he's being kept at that team by two young lads who've come through the academy. That must be tough for him.
Yeah, but that is that's professional football. That is top football. That are the laws, and you pick the team where you think you have the most chance to win a game, and so the players have to fight for their positions, and you pick the team, the 11 who have the best dynamic and the best chemistry, and there are two, and we are happy with that, and that two players developed from the academy, young players, into the squad, into the team selection, and now he has to bounce back, and he has the abilities to do it. So if he's doing the right thing, he can make competition with them.
So, hi Erik, you've spoken about a game model quite often. What does that game model consist of now?
That is a very open question, and you expect for me to answer this in 1 minute? It's almost impossible. No, but I think we showed. I think we provided a video last year where we showed some great football from us. So it was very dynamic, and so if we have the players available, we can construct a team that can play very dynamic, very proactive, with a lot of speed. We can play very good in attacking transition, but we also want to dictate in possession, and from there on find our moments to speed up.
Hi, Erik. Ole Gunnar Solskjaer, one of your predecessors here, said that cup competitions aren't the true test of a team. He said he said winning a cup wouldn't necessarily say Manchester United were back. And you've won 2 cups, and he was saying that it could almost be an ego thing for some managers, cups, that the league is the most important thing. What's your view on that? Do you agree with that sentiment, that the league is the most important thing?
I think all the leagues are important, and I think in top football, it's by the end of the day by winning trophies and to hit the targets. And you set some targets in a season, but also on the longer term, where you want to grow into, and therefore you have a strategy, and then follow the strategy and develop and progress the team. And that is something tells when you win one of the 5 leagues, and that you then you hit some targets, and then you have you did your job well.
James, just back on Anthony, he's obviously not started any games yet, but he's only come off the bench in one against Brighton very late on. It suggests he's quite a way off where you maybe need him to be at the moment. Is that fair? The fact that you've not used him at all?
No, I think the other players doing so well. They're contributing. So we have Ahmad, Ghana, very effective. Rashford scoring in the weekend. So he has to earn the right in training, but the others doing really well. So he has to get over them.
How's he coping with not having that chance yet?
He is, of course, he is impatient. He wants to play, and he is fighting to play.
Last question, Rob.
We've seen in previous seasons you've put out extremely strong teams in the cup competitions, even perhaps in semi-finals where the game might have already been won. Just against Forest, for example, when you won the Carabao Cup, a very, very strong team out in all the cup games. Because of the schedule this year, because you have to play more games in Europe, are you going to have to rotate a little bit more, do you think, for these kind of games? Or are you going to stick with what you've done in the past and the strongest team gets to play, regardless of whether it's a Carabao Cup game or a Premier League game?
I don't think that was the case, to be fair, because I didn't have options last year. It was just the players who were available. We constructed a team from the players who were available.
The changes to the European schedule, the fact that you're going to have to play a lot more games or possibly play a lot more games this year, won't come into your thinking when you pick a team for tomorrow night, for example?
We, as you say, we will see what tomorrow will be the lineup. We take it very serious. Again, we have to get into the season, and I know when you have to get into a season, you have to work on routines, so on patterns. So it's very important. Many players, they didn't play together in preseason, so we have to build those partnerships. We have to build those patterns and routines. So that is the only way it's possible, is almost in games, because also training is very limited, the training time, because of we have to cover so many games and every third day. So every training is almost a recovery. And in a recovery, then is the time limited that you can work on those patterns and those relationships.
Okay, thank you. Thank you.
Good morning, everybody. Big up to all of you joining. Big up to Irfan in the building. Good morning, Reds. Big up, Mark. Good glory, Man United. And the Reds keep marching on. Big up to you, Joe Blackman, as well. Big up to Will in the building. Good morning, Mark Powell. And morning to all United. We are going to win. It will be the next round. Barnsley will go home with their tails waggling. Big up to Will in the building. Will says, big news that come out today. Twitter Martin Ziegler from the Times Sport exclusive. Newcastle could be under investigation due to MI6 being involved in their takeover. Bro, I thought MI6 was just a movie, bro. Big up. I didn't even know that. Joe Blackman, I thought you were talking earlier. Nah, bro. I was just playing the pressers, guys, so you guys could get all the information you need, all the questions you wanted answered. The manager was talking about it, guys, and what are your thoughts? You know, Will is saying, why does the media at the press conference bring up the past predecessors? Winds me up a bit. They throw the past in his face. Well, Will, you know, they hate us. They hate the manager. They want to make him look bad every single chance they get. They don't care. If anyone thinks that, they just want to do what they want to do. Let them do it, bro. Who cares about the media? They need us to make money. So in effect, without us, they can't survive. Big up to Halftime with Vegeta. The first I got an ad revenue. Big up, bro. Good morning, guys. So, guys, you know, there's a few highlights of the press conference that I think, you know, makes things interesting. He talked about a few players coming back, could be back earlier from injury than we expected, which will be a huge boost to the squad. There's 3 players coming back. It looks like Mason Mount is back. Rasmus Højlund is in training. You know, the likes of Luke Shaw could be available soon, guys. What are your thoughts? How does this impact our... James Bond will be there, the mascot at Newcastle. Shaken, not stirred. Anyway, guys, but you know, I mean, it's one of those things. James Bond, wasn't it, you know, wasn't it this guy, Ethan, you know, the American dude who was the one playing the MI6 agent, you know, Tom Cruise? Yeah, bro, I thought it was Tom Cruise. More like it might be Tom Cruise, you know what I mean? The MI6 agent. But big up, you know, guys, what are your thoughts on this? You know what I mean? Luke Shaw coming back. Could it be a bolster to the team? Could it be a situation that causes a headache? Good morning to Sanjay coming in the building. Let me know what your thoughts are, guys, because, you know, for me, I think Dalot has done pretty well off the left. You know, he's not one of those players who is actually a left back, but he can play there. And he's been showing a very good performance. It was really interesting to see how, you know, he recovered in that last game and owned the position after a bad start, first 35 minutes. You know what I mean, guys? It's just what I'm thinking. Halftime with Vegeta saying, I really hope Anthony gets a chance to prove himself unless they're planning to dash him. Luke Shaw could stay fit for January. Bro, I feel like Luke Shaw could be moving to the left center back, guys. I don't know why I get this feeling, but I have this strange feeling that we're going to buy a left back in January. I have a strange feeling that Luke Shaw is going to play left-sided center back backup to Lisandro Martinez. Yeah, I know it's weird, but that's what I think. I don't know why, but I've just been getting that feeling all the time, bro. Because you know what? I've been reading the reports on Luke Shaw, and Luke Shaw's problem is he can't do so much running as normal in that position. Yeah, bro, Luke Shaw, new position equal transfer listed. And the problem is, guys, I was talking about this during the summer. That injury that Luke Shaw received, it's not one of those regular atypical injuries. You know, he has a muscle atrophy at stage 2, which means that it's unable to be repaired. You know what I mean? And it's just able to be managed. Means that his muscles actually are deteriorating. That's the weird part. Nothing we can do. There's nowhere we can stop it. It's just going to deteriorate. And if he keeps on playing week in, week out the way he wants to play up and down the field, who knows? There might come a time when he might need assistance to walk. But that might be years from now, guys. But it's a serious situation going on with Luke Shaw right now, guys. Very, very serious thing going on with Luke Shaw right now. So, you know, it's one of those things. You got to feel for the guy. You know what I mean? You know, you don't want, no matter what you think about players, it's not a good thing to wish bad on any player, whether it's a rival or you hate them or not. Injuries, yo, bro, that's a little bit much. You know what I mean? But yeah, I think he's going to be transfer listed, guys. I think the manager looks confident. You know, he looks a bit more relaxed. I feel like he feels confident in his team. It has a lot of options available to him. The new players that came in, as well as the players who were here before. There's lots of options. Ahmad is playing well. You know what I mean? The headaches any manager wants to have is players who are playing well and players having to fight for their starting position. Big up to halftime with Vegeta. He said he should consider an early retirement. Rather keep your feet, bro. 100%. People think it's an interesting thing, you know, guys. You know what I mean? Some of these guys, yo, he's been here for 10 seasons now. He's earned a lot. I think he should retire early, guys. You know what I mean? I'm not trying to call anything on anyone or disrespect any of the players. I'm not saying he's not good enough. But, you know, sometimes health is wealth. Money's not everything. You know what I mean? Big up. Hey, guys, big up to you, Ariz Kali. What's good? What's good, bro? Big up, big up. Yeah, we know what you meant, bro. Don't stress. Don't stress. It's all good in the hood. Big up to Will in the building as well. You know, so other interesting reports coming in from the manager is the way we want to play. As you can see, he's a bit excited. He's like a kid in the candy store right now. You know, Ugarte came on with a very, very good performance in that 6 role. You know what I mean? Hopefully he starts. Everyone is wondering if he's going to start. Well, guys, there's an interesting report coming out this morning that Ugarte might be starting alongside Toby Collier and Casemiro. It might be a situation where Bruno might be rested. Now, Bruno could still start, but this is just temporary. You know what I mean? At the same time, there's some reports that Anthony could be starting off the right, you know, Rashford off the left, and up front will be none other than either Joshua Zirkzee or, if I had my way, I would put Ethan Wheatley, guys. You know, it'd be nice to see some of these youngsters get some moments in a cup competition that, you know, it's a must-win game, but we have enough to win that game in the tank. You know what I mean? Even if we play some youth. It would be nice to see Harry Amar sit off the left-back role while we get to see, you know, maybe the likes of Habib Ogunnayi play off the right and Harry Maguire with Johnny Evans. I would take that. It would not even mind if you start De Ligt and bring him off in the second half. That could also be an interesting scenario. What are your guys' thoughts in the comments? Let me know what you're thinking, guys. You know, big up to Stephanie Griffith coming in this morning. Guten Morgen, Alice Guter. Fiendang, Stephanie Griffith. It's an amazing morning so far. The weather's not that great, but my spirits are high. You know what I mean? It's a match day, Reds, and we're going to be doing very well today. I think we're going to be, doing the business against Barnsley. It's going to be an interesting game to be had. Everyone is going to be up for it. Every single team that comes to Old Trafford, they always have that extra bite, that extra pace, that extra bit of energy, because they all want to beat the Red Devils and talk about it. But we're going to shut them down at home tonight at 8 p.m. UK, guys. It's going to be an interesting matchup as United take on Barnsley today. What are your thoughts in the comments, guys? What do you think will be the scoreline prediction? Because I'm looking for something like a 6-0 drubbing of the Barns. You know what I mean? No disrespect to Barnsley. They're a League One outfit. They're currently ranked in 7th place in League One. Had a string of okay performances, 1 or 2 losses so far, and they come away in something like a cup final versus Manchester United. Good morning to Manchester is a Red. Big up to you, bro. Hope you're well. Big up to Shay Arsenal saying, remember to subscribe. If you're new here and get marked at 2K subscribers, hit the like button. Thank you, guys. Big up to you, Jarvis. Hope you're well. Brilliant show last night from you guys at the MUFC Realist crew and the Jarvis Corner. Watched it. It was interesting. I liked your takes. Big up to you, broski. Big up to halftime with Vegeta coming in with a 4-0 prediction. Yeah, it should be some goals in this game today. You know what I mean? Big up to you. Manchester is already saying we are going to trash them. Shay Arsenal saying a 7-0 Man United win. Manchester Red says a 6-0. 6-0, Brez. Stick nil. Big up to you, bro. Big up, big up. Manchester is not new here. He's always here. Big up to him for always being here. Big up to Euro in the building. 15 likes, guys. Let's get to 25. Let's get to Ugarte. This summer I talk so much about Ugarte. We should get 25 just because of that. You know what I'm saying? So, guys, another interesting part of the press conference, he did talk about the performances of the team and sort of like the rotation, hinting, he was saying, listen, we have these players coming back from injury. It gives me more options. Sure, it's a headache, but it's a headache I would like to have. I think that says that the manager last season, he also said that last season, I didn't have the options. You know what I mean? Of course, we had that injury crisis, but, generally, I think there were some players there that the manager didn't trust or maybe didn't think he were usable. And I would not blame him for that. I think that's his decision at the end of the day. And it's very interesting. Kone is in the under-18s. He should be playing a game this week as well. He's also playing with the under-21s. Don't worry about Sekou Kone. I think Sekou Kone might be seeing him on the bench of the Carabao Cup games and FA Cup games to come. I think it's a matter of just getting him settled down. It's his first time out of his home nation for so long. So give him some time. He needs to settle down. He needs to, get acclimatized with the situation in London. The weather is also changing. It's getting pretty cold now as well. So it will be an adapting situation for him, guys. You know what I mean? Yeah. So as I was saying, the manager was saying that, he did not have the options last season, partly due to the injury crisis as well. Now he has those options. It's a headache that he wants to have. What are your thoughts? Ahmad could be like Joe Cole. Yeah, I think Ahmad is doing really well. I like his performances off the right. Rashford getting a goal in the last game is very positive. If he can start and get a goal in this game, then we have 2 games on the bounce, more confidence. Could he kick on? Let's see how it goes. Joshua Zirkzee has been brilliant. He's not a prolific goal scorer, guys, but he's a facilitator. He can get the goals, but he's going to help the players around him score more goals. He had a very good game. He's probably going to have an even better game tonight against Barnsley. You know what I mean? You might see a sneaky 20 minutes from Højlund in the last 20 minutes of the game. Don't be surprised if that happens. He is fit. He has been training with the first team for the last week and a half now. So it might be one of those things where they just test the waters with a few minutes to see if he's ready or not. You know what I mean, guys? Don't forget, guys, memberships are open as well as the super chat, super stickers. And there's, a fun little partnership. Big up, shout out to Miko Ark. I'm getting my emojis from Miko Ark, guys. Big up. I'm a little bit of a borrow situation. Like, he loaned it to me. I give him a shout out. Everything's good. Big up to him. Big up to you. Hope you like it, guys. You know, we'll possibly change it if you guys don't like it, but hopefully you guys like the line of emojis that I'm bringing out for the chat. You know what I mean? And the members. Big up to Manchester the Red saying Quincy promos part-time footballer, full-time gangster. You know it is, bro. You know it is. If we lose the trash team, I will Manchester, are you Brazilian, bro? Are you Brazilian? Because the only place that I know people throw their TVs out the window is in Brazil. You know what I mean? Have you guys ever been? Has any of you ever heard about it? You know, it used to be a national disaster. When Brazil were playing, they used to have, you know, announcements on the radio and in the newspapers to tell people, do not walk the streets when Brazil are playing football. You know, it might be hazardous to your health, as TVs could be seen falling from the windows and apartment buildings. It's an interesting situation. Lots of people, it's something that was a tragic situation. You know, people died from this thing. Yeah. Football, people throwing their TVs out the window. Actual heavy, you know, those square TVs with the big back, you know, the fat back TVs. Not the slimline ones, the real heavy ones. You know what I mean, guys? Weird stuff, weird stuff. Football, the passion, the love, the sadness. You know what I mean, guys? It's all shades of happy and sad, but at the same time, you can't live without it. You can't live without it. Have you heard of Keith Moon? Keith Moon? Possibly Madhouse. Not too sure. I'm not too sure about Keith Moon, bro. You know what I mean? We'll have to check that out. Is he a football player? You know what I mean? I don't have my laptop in front of me, bro, so I can't do the quick Google search to see what it was. Yeah, Vegeta. Them old Panasonic TVs. But big up to you, Madhouse. Let me know, who is Keith Moon, bro? Sounds interesting. All eyes on Harry Maguire. Well, he might have a good performance. He did have a decent performance in the first game. And okay, I would say in the second game. You know, Harry Maguire, he's not that player that we want to move forward with. But hey, what I can say, the guy has been putting in some decent performances as of late. For last season as well. You know, props is props. But, you know, he still has to be moved on. That's just the way life is. It's football. You know what I mean? Harry is not trash, you know. Of course he's not. You know what I mean? He said Keith Moon, Jarvis. Keith Moon. I'm not too sure who Keith Moon is, but Keith Moon, interesting person. Has to be. You know what I mean? Big up, big up. I think Jarvis knows exactly who that is now that I see him winking, but I still don't know. I'm in the dark. Deceased drummer from the rock band The Who, rockers used to throw TVs from hotel windows all the time. Interesting. That's interesting, Madhouse. Yeah, that's pretty cool. Yeah, well, I mean, the rock stars, they're a different kind of rock star, bro. Like, those guys, whew, interesting guys, interesting guys. Met quite a few of them in my lifetime, to be fair. Not the older guys, though. Some of the younger rock guys, you know, like more the punk rock guys. You know what I mean? Yeah, interesting guys. All the makeup, the finger, the nail painting, it's interesting. It's interesting to me. Find it pretty hilarious as well. Manchester's the Red. Xerxes good in a pass and counter-attack lineup. Create chances in the box. Should score one goal at least. Nas is like same thing. Guys, it's going to be interesting. I think this United team is having a developmental phase. You can see the manager is happy. You can see he's confident from his body language. You know what I mean? The team is starting to kick into gear. There's some performances coming. I think we've not seen the best of this team by any means, guys. Keith Moon famously drove a Rolls Royce into a swimming pool. Wow. Bro, I used to work at the studio in Miami, and the owner of the studio had the first convertible Rolls Royce ever made. Yeah, he parked that shit outside, and it rained. And yeah, he had to send it back to the store to replace everything. So sometimes, you know what I mean? It's interesting. Good morning to Yali. The eve of the Champions League. We are also playing tonight. It's called Carabao Cup night, bro. Today's match day for the Reds. Cares about the Champions League. We're not in it. We will be there next season. Mad at Yali, bro. He tried to play down the Carabao Cup for the Champions League. Now I feel like, the bigger tournament we should be talking about is the Champions League. Well, we should be. Yeah, we should be, Yali. But, I mean, we're not in it, so we're not talking about it right now, bro. We can't. We're not there. Anyway, big up the halftime with Vegeta. 3 more subs to 6 day. Let's get him there, guys. If you've never been there, go check him out. My brother Vegeta is very consistent with the streams. Please help him out, guys. You know what I mean? He's always here on the channel. A huge supporter of mine as well. Really good friend. Really great guy. Has a different view of things. You would like it. Trust me. You know what I mean? The therapy sessions are real. Go join him. 35 cents. I'm not going to watch the match. I have school tomorrow. Okay, bro. Enjoy school. Hopefully you do well. I have classes myself this evening, so I'm gonna get to the match just after it starts. But so what? So what? So what? It's gonna be what it is, guys. Big up, big up. Favorite movie? I'd have to say The Lord of the Rings. Yeah, I'd have to say The Lord of the Rings, guys. The trilogy, that was epic. It was epic, yeah. You know what I mean? Even the one with the Fellowship of the Ring, if you add them all together, it was epic. I think that has to be what it is. What was it? Are we calling the League Cup, the P Cup, Champions League more exciting? Well, of course, bro, but we're not there. Without us, there is no fun there. There's no fun to be had without United, bro. Without United, it's a small competition. It's just the Champions League. But when United is there, it's the Champions League under lights. You know what I'm saying? It's the Champions League under lights. Watch Wolf of Wall Street? Yeah, I did. It was a pretty interesting one. Leonardo DiCaprio is a pretty amazing actor, I have to say. I don't know how he does it, but he really does embody the role of the characters that he chooses, guys. Vegeta is saying, I have a show with football fans later today. The same one, Mark. And them men hijacked last week. Bro, take your time, bro. We might hijack again this week. You know what I mean? Be careful what you wish for. I know you want us to be there. We will be there, bro. Don't worry about it. You know what I mean? What time is it in Germany right now? Well, I'm an hour ahead of you guys in London. So right now, for me, it's just about 10 a.m. You know what I mean? In London, I think it's going to be like 9-10 a.m. right now. You know what I mean? And yeah, the EFL Cup is not the P Cup, brother. Big up to you. You know what I mean? So, guys, what are your thoughts? You guys seem pretty positive. That's how we want to be. It's a Tuesday morning. You know what I mean? We all of you. I know some of you guys have work to get to, but have a smile. Have a coffee. Don't be sad. Don't be depressed. Even if the weather is gray, your smile should be bright. You know what I mean? Yeah, Leonardo is not just a pretty face, bro. He's got some skills. Got some class as well. Lord of the Rings are good movies. I'm a Star Wars geek myself. Empire Strikes Back, bro. It was a tough one because I also am a huge Star Wars fan as well, bro. Huge Star Wars fan, bro. You know what I mean? I'm most positive because Erik is making changes early. Well, I mean, Vegeta, like I said, the season is young. 3 games in. It's not like after the first game you could just make drastic changes. It's a gradual thing. You need to see performances and see how it goes. So I think the manager will do a good job. Hopefully everything works out how we want it to. I highly doubt it's going to be a frustrating situation for us going forward. You know what I mean? Madhouse is insisting on a 3-0 again. Nothing less. Well, I think it's going to be 6. I mean, it's Barnsley. They play in League One. They're in 7th place, for Christ's sake. It's not even the championship. So, if it was the championship, I probably would expect 5. But since it's Barnsley, 6 or 7, bro. I think 5 or 6 is a minimum. Yeah, Yali, I've been hearing that Anthony is going to start tonight. And I hear he's going to start. I hear Amas is going to be given some minutes as well. Possibly the likes of Habib Ogunai. You might even see Toby Collier. I think Ugarte would start as well. So it would be interesting to see who starts this game. I would like to see mass rotation. However, I would like to see Rashford start again because I want him to score another goal. Everyone knows how I criticize Rashford, but right now he just got that goal. If he could get another one, maybe we could trick his brain into thinking he's the shit again. You know what I mean? And he just goes on a tear. You know what I mean? Big up to Marcus, though. Good goal he scored. Hopefully he scores some more. Hopefully a better season this season. You know what I mean? As much as I enjoyed some of the moments criticizing him last season, I don't want to criticize Marcus for not being well. You know what I mean? I want to criticize players for playing so well and we're winning. That's what I want to do. I want to be like, bro, you could have scored that goal up in the V, not in the ground. You gave me a heart attack. That's the kind of criticisms I want to make of these players, bro. It's kind of hard criticizing them in a negative fashion, to be fair. Big up to them, though. They did well in the game this weekend. Catch me if you can watch a movie. Okay, I will definitely think about that, bro. Anthony should score 1 goal at least, says Manchester is a Red. Mr. Aura is playing against a trash team. Favorite game. Big up to you, bro. Big up, big up. Richard Hutchinson says, Mark, you need to play Man United players. What do you mean? I need to play Man United players, bro. What do you mean, Richard? What you mean? Tell me, explain to me. Yali is saying we need to get Rashford going. He has been on the brick of scoring or assisting every game. He's different this season. Yeah, well, I mean, he looks a lot positive. He looks a lot more ready to perform. He looks a lot more open to it. You know what I mean? Sure, he's had not so great first 2 games, but he does seem to look a little bit more positive in terms of his outlook and, you know, body language and stuff like that. Make this channel like the United People's TV and the United Stand. Let's go. Mark, you're intelligent, knowledgeable, and personable. You need to play for United, bro. Yeah, my time for that has passed, bro. You know, maybe I could play for the senior team. You know what I mean? But playing for the team right now, I'm not 20 anymore, bro. It's difficult. It's long. You know what I mean? I wish I had the chance though. It would have been amazing. But you never know. My little bro, he might be scouted next season. You never know. He's at Aalborg BK right now. You know what I mean? First stint at football, at a professional football, you know, opportunity. You know, he got an invitation to try out for a few months to see if they're willing to sign him. Hopefully he makes the tryout. And I mean, what can I say, guys? He got a little bit further than I did. Hopefully he does well. Let's see how it goes. Maybe he might play for Old Trafford and we'll be, you know, sipping these teas, you know, in a press box sometime soon. Never know. You need to be Man United head coach. Nah, bro, I don't think I could be the head coach. It would be good to be one of those, you know, those people that comes in and speaks to the players about their confidence and about how they look at things, perspectives-wise. You know what I mean? I think I could help motivate the guys to win. But that's just, I don't know. I'm a confidence guy. You know what I mean? I could help them build their confidence, but it is what it is. I don't think I'm going to be an amazing coach or anything. You know what I mean? I've only coached some little kids, and that's not a barometer to say that you're going to be a great coach by any means, bro. Big up. Prime P. Jones or Prime H. Maguire. Prime P. Jones, bro, any day of the week. You need to be a Man United director of football. Why not, bro? You know what I mean? Chelsea want you, brother, for 500 mil. That would be amazing if that happens. Yeah. You know what I mean, Richard? Some people need, you know, everyone's different. You have to be able to understand people, you know what I mean? Try to understand where they're coming from. And not everybody has that patience. But I do. I'm a really patient guy. I swear. You know what I mean? But guys, thank you so much for being here this morning. It's been an interesting one. You know, wanted to bring the manager's press conference to you guys. So if you guys have not seen it, it started live at the beginning of the stream. You can go back and check it out. It's the first 12 minutes, only the manager's press conference, part 1 and part 2. You get to hear everything that the manager has to say, all his thoughts about the game, team selection, injury news. Well, currently we're experiencing a boost because players are coming back from injury. You know, we're going to be getting lots of these news coming in the next few weeks. Well, it's not that bad, bro. Actually, it's pretty nice. It's a lot more friendly walking the streets here than there. You know what I mean, bro? Not to make it sound like that, but it is. It is pretty much nicer. You know what I mean? It's very nice, bro. Like, and it's cheaper. Weird, yeah? Weird, right? You know? Big up, bro. Big up, Richard. So, yeah, guys. So, you know, keep it coming. Keep the views coming. Share it around. Smash those likes. Don't forget to subscribe if you're new. Guys, check out the manager's press conference at the beginning of the stream. Leave your thoughts in the non-live section. Let me know what you're thinking. Let me know how you felt. If you hadn't seen it live, watch it back. You know, smash a like for your boy. Memberships are finally here, guys. You know what I mean? Super chats are available, you know, as well. You can, you know, the whole thing, it's starting to come alive on the channel. Hopefully, I will also be able to improve the content coming to you guys. Tomorrow, I would like to also present to you guys a scouting video about some of the players that we brought in. I'm going to be doing a little segment on the 5 players that we brought in this summer and maybe reasons why we actually brought them in and what they've done. So be sure to look out for those videos, guys. They're going to be dropping very soon. You know what I mean? And thank you, guys. Thank you. Thank you for joining me. Thank you for all your support. Thank you for always being here every day. Big up to each and every one of you, and I hope you have a wonderful day today. It's been your boy, Mark, and MUFC fan. This has been your morning news, morning views, and Manchester United views with you.
Baby.